It's Monday, and her flight back to Paris was at 9 this morning. So it just angers me to think that I'm here broken, and then she's going back to Paris, and she's obviously gonna meet that fucking guy who she cheated on me with. And to think that I tried my best to let this divorce be civil as it could, like actually, because she asked for divorce in October. I said like, why, and then she gave me all the reasons which were valid. I admit to that. I did there's a lot of things I did not do as well. Like, I was not my best self. Not that, it's just that I didn't do things properly, so maybe I wasn't good enough of a husband. So I admit to that. She asked for the divorce in October. She wanted to finalize, or rather she wanted to end it in December. I said December was too fast. Give me some time. I'll fix what I do wrong. And I did. Most of it was about money, and so I just sent her more money. Because that is like a husband's duty, right? It's called nafkah. In December, I said like, this is too fast, give me another chance, we'll wait until Hari Raya, which was in April, because like, give me a chance, I'll try to fix this, I'll change, I'll do whatever the fuck you want, right? So she said okay. In between that, I went to France twice to show to her that I'm serious about change. Serious about being someone that values her and values the relationship. Going to France wasn't cheap, I'll give you that. The flight is a lot of money, and like surviving there, €1 equals to 5 ringgit. So imagine if I get a fairly decent meal, like the basic meal would cost 8, 9 or 10 euros. That's 50 ringgit for one meal. So I did spend a lot. Granted that we tried cooking, we used some went to the uni cafeteria, it was cheaper there. So granted, I saved some money there, but I still use a lot of money, like to go to her, be there with her, show her that I care about her, I love her, and I was like, I was serious about change. I was serious about being someone who's there for her. At the end of the first trip, was in February, and at the end of it, I actually brought her to Italy. We went to Venice, Padua, Verona. Yeah. We met some of her friends. Went to beautiful cities. Went to Venice. Course, because money was her concern, so I paid for all that. But the trip was fun, so I did not regret spending that money for Italy. At the end of it, she was like being lovey-dovey, but at the same time, she was still like pointing out like, you did this wrong, and I just listened because I was trying to change. I was trying to be better. By the end of it, we sat after Italy, right? After we went back from Italy, we sat down and we agreed that this marriage is not working for me and for her. So I agreed that we will get divorced after Hari Raya. Before that, I was like giving a chance, and after Italy, I was like, okay, I tried everything, and it wasn't working. So for me, Italy was like that was the best I could do, I guess. Oh, not to mention, in Italy, something happened. She went ballistic, crazy over like missing the bus. That was psycho, but that's another story. So we after Italy, we decided to get divorced, and I intended for it to be civil. Like, okay, let's have a divorce, but we don't have to be mean at each other. We don't have to be hostile. So let's just act normal. And then after I got back from France, I was in Malaysia for the whole of Ramadan. Like right after I got back, her texts were like, "Oh, I miss you. I love you. We had such a great time in Italy. Blah blah blah." And I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with this bitch?" We agreed on the divorce. I wanted to be friendly. I wanted to stay civil. What the fuck? Why the fuck are you saying that you miss me? And then like I let it slide for a week to see, like, is this like just one time, or is she really trying to get back or whatnot? And after a week, I pointed out, like, the fuck are you saying? Why are you saying you miss me when we're headed for a divorce? And then she said, oh, because you I don't remember what she said. One of the reason was like because I kept calling her sayang or baby, shit like that, as if that's a good reason to string me along. I kept calling her those names because it's just what I'm used to. We were married for about 2.5 years by then, close to 3. So it's just what I call her. And then I said, like, if we're gonna get divorced, then you're gonna stop acting like this. Like, be civil, don't give me mixed signals. And she was like, okay, but then you have to stop her I have to stop calling her sayang or whatnot. So okay, cool, whatever. So that was March. So basically in March we already agreed on divorce. And then she went to Paris. She met these Indonesians, and she met someone there. So they became friends, but if looking at her story, like, you could easily tell that that guy had a thing for her. So, but at this point we weren't really talking anymore, so I didn't know what the fuck was like, what's happening between the two of them in March. Fast forward to Hari Raya. It was in April. In April, I brought her parents to France because it was one of her wish to bring her parents to see Europe. And I said, okay, I don't have to do it, but because her parents are my parents-in-law too, so even though we're headed for a divorce, but it's cool, I wanted to do it for them as well. By that time, my family and her family are already aware of the divorce, so yeah. Even in France, while her parents were around, she was trying to hold my hand, trying to be close to me. I didn't like that, because like, if you want to separate, then don't string me along, don't try to give me hope, it's a form of manipulation, and fuck you for doing that. And then after her parents went back, I was supposed to stay in her city at her hostel. I was gonna work from France because I got permissions from my manager for 2 weeks. So even like we were on our way back to Lille, and we already had an argument. And then she said, okay, fine, you pergilah duduk B&B or whatnot, as if I needed her place to survive. So I just okay, I went to a hotel, spent one night there to calm me down. Then I booked a B&B for 2 whole weeks by myself. And during that time, she went to Paris to see that fucking guy. You see the timeline here? Like, she wanted the divorce. I agreed to it in February. She met the guy in March. In April, I'm aware of this guy's existence, but she said, oh, he's just a friend. I was like, okay. We were calling him every night, but yeah, I should have seen that coming. But I guess I was just like, as long as I don't have proof, I believe in people, because I have female friends too, and you can have a meaningful relationship with the other gender. if you don't string them along, if you don't make them feel, you know, like you can be platonic if you stay like that. If you know what I mean. If you don't try to manipulate how people feel. Definitely, you can definitely have friends of the opposite gender. So where was I? That was March, and then April I went there, and then I had to stay at a BNB for 2 weeks. It costed me 2,000 ringgit just for that BNB thing. And then I went back. Okay, I went back. We're in Malaysia now. She went back a few days after me because her father told her that if you want to get the divorce, do it properly. Come back to Malaysia, get the divorce, and then go do whatever you want. Then she come back to Malaysia, but she asked me, can she stay at my place? No. Actually, she had a friend's place that she could crash. But I was like, why don't you go back to your parents' place? Can. Why do you have to rely on your friends when your parents are here? And then she said, because she was too scared of what her parents are gonna think of her. She's scared of how her parents are gonna react. I'm like, okay, you want the divorce? You're too chicken to face your own parents. Like, even when I had to inform her parents and my own parents about wanting the divorce in March during Ramadan, that was fucking scary, you know? Like having to go up to people and tell them something that you don't want happen, but it had to happen. Yeah, I mean, good thing both her parents and my parents were supportive, and they're actually more on my side. They think she's crazy. Maybe that's why she don't want to meet her parents, because she's crazy, and her parents know she's crazy, and she knows that she's gonna get a lot of shit if she goes back to her parents' place. So I was like, okay, like I don't need, like we already agreed on the divorce, so like whatever, just stay here, we'll be roommates, I don't care. So during the 2 weeks we were roommates, everything was fine. Even her parents was like, are you really getting a divorce? You don't seem like you're arguing or you're in bad terms. You seem fine, the two of you. But that's only because I didn't see any point of arguing or being mean. So I just let her stay here and let her use my car, let her go out, meet her friends anytime she wants. My sister-in-law says, ingat ni hotel ke? I was like, what else? But that was when the laptop thing happened. I was doing my work. It was 11. I was doing my work. She was outside with her friends. She used my car, by the way. And then the laptop rings. The iPhone sound, because I think she links to her iPhone to the MacBook. And then I was like just checking on the laptop to see if what if she's trying to contact me because she didn't have access card. So I opened the laptop. I have the fingerprint. Turn it on, and then like immediately I saw WhatsApp open, and then I saw messages I wish I didn't see. So that's when I had full proof of her cheating on me. And it was the guy that she said it was only her friend. So macam, go figure. When she got back, I called her out on it, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I emotionally cheated on you, but I already wanted the divorce in December, so this is kind of your fault." It's basically what she was saying. I have the recording, so I can always go back if she wants to challenge me on it. So basically, February we agreed on the divorce. March, he met that guy. April, I came to France, bring her parents, and then we had a big fight. I stayed at a B&B. I came back to Malaysia. She comes back. I let her stay at my house for 2 weeks. And like, she cheated on me the whole time. Since March. Even though we already agreed to divorce from February. All like, I did the best I could to be nice to her, to do right by her, because I was still her husband. I still had to pay nafkah. I still paid for her food. I let her use my car, let her stay in my house, and she cheated on me the whole time. She couldn't wait like a few weeks more or a few months to start like latching on someone else. Like the moment I was detaching from her, even though we're still married, she's already like flirting with a whole bunch of guys. I even pointed out, like, I asked her, how many guys are you even talking to? She said, I don't know. The fuck you don't know? You definitely know. You just want to pretend that you're a good person, but you're a bad person, and you will actually rot in hell because you were not loyal to your husband. That's like an actual sin. So yeah, like, you will rot in hell, actually. I'm not even like trying to be mean. It's just like actually, you're gonna rot in hell. So yeah, good luck with that. Like shit, you can have the best intention for someone, and they will still fuck you over because they know they can't match your kindness. So they just like go do it in the worst ways. How fucked up is that?